Hey, good afternoon. This is Bob from Trade Genius. It's the 18th of July, and it's a Monday. I hope everybody had a great weekend. And I guess the Guinness Book of World Records now have a new entrant that is the fastest coup in the world, and that was done by Erdogan from Turkey. And if anybody thinks that was a real coup, I have a bridge to sell. And so what we're really seeing here, though, is we're seeing some really hardball negotiations and politics are going to come into play now. You have Turkey really controls four very vital resources. They control the choke point for Russia to move ships and shipping and materials through the Bosphorus Strait into the Black Sea. So that's leverage on Russia. They control water that is needed in Iraq and in Syria, and they're going to use that to their advantage. They control oil pipelines, and this is what I think is the real big thing, is that, and I think this is why you're seeing some of this rapprochement you're having with Russia and with Syria and with Israel. Israel, Qatar, Syria, Iraq, and Russia all need places for their gas and oil to get into Europe, and Turkey controls that. And they're gonna drive a hard bargain to get that oil into Europe, and if the good cop of oil coming in doesn't work, they have the bad cop of militants and migrants. They're holding 2 million refugees in Turkey, and Erdogan just has to say the word go, and they'll flood Europe with these people. And as you can see in France and Germany, other places, the terrorist acts. So Europe's in a tough spot. They either going to be extorted by Russia or they're going to be extorted by Turkey. And so it's going to be really interesting to watch. Tactically, it was a non-issue. The market's only looking at how much money is coming out of our drug dealer Yellen next week. But strategically, it's going to be a mess. If you're a European, I really feel sorry for you. And the euro is just going to constantly get ground down. And the Europeans are going to be forced to make some really tough decisions, whether they want their culture or they're going to have to suffer some consequences of wrestling control from Turkey, the oil pipelines, and also doing a rapprochement with Russia, which then puts America at odds. So it's going to be really interesting to watch and pretty sad, actually. So, but, with the markets, though, it was been pretty flat today. We're inside day. What's interesting, though, is that we have right now a very tight range, which usually precedes a very big range. So I'm watching to see what happens tomorrow. Today should have been a slightly down day. It was kind of a weird day because we had the big sell-off, with the Turkey news at the end of the day. So it's kind of flattish, and there's two schools of thought here. Will they run this market up into the meeting next week with Yellen, or will they push it down? I don't know which direction they're going to take yet. Oil's down today, as to be expected. I think it's just in a range yet, but I'm still expecting oil to keep falling all the way through August. There's just too much oil, and when these contracts have to roll next month into the next big contract, I think for December, is that they're not going to find too many buyers, and they're going to have to drop the price to get the price moving. Gold is flattish, but I think it wants to go. It's looking for any excuse to go. Miners are kind of flattish. I'm still looking for a little bit of a, wiggle there. And, other than that, we're kind of wait and see mode the rest of the week. We're pretty light, and we're just watching right now. My view for next week is that, they probably won't raise rates, and they'll use Turkey as an excuse. But if they do, that's probably the last rate increase we're going to see, because we're going into the election season. So anyway, this is Bob from Trade Genius for Next News Network. Have a great day, and I'll catch you guys all tomorrow. Bye-bye.